Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrick Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Pollard going to try the right side. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? Show it up. Switch. Go to 54. Why ain't?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? Kill. Go to 54. Why ain't? Undercross. Gun. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And that'll set him back 5.
Right here.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kill. 25, check 25, check 25. He's coming. We got double up. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Manning to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Austin. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. It's shots, baby. That's baby shot. We're going to 53. Deuce. Safe. Check three. We're going to 54.
Now Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We're going to 54. Why in? Out. 26.
Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go. Why in? Check back 47. We're going to 53. 26.
On first down, Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Going to 54. Going to 54. Why in? Come get shot. He don't want it. Kill. You go tight. You got tight right there. Jam. 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Mike, go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 37. We're going to 54. Why in? Check 24. 26.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you.
Manning now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm not ready.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, Charlie. Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Get it.
Working from the gun, Manning. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Always a lot of great storylines when the Giants and Cowboys get together. And, of course, one everybody was buzzing about, the great young running back, Zeke and Saquon, who finished 1-2 in the NFL in rushing last year. And down on the field before the game, you see those guys talking. You realize how big they are. Zeke at 228 pounds, Saquon 233 pounds. A bright future in the backfield for both of these franchises.
Here we go. Right there in the middle. 55. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Big edge. Watch out. We're going to 53.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, here we go. Flying in. Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. SOS, SOS, SOS. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in, please take.
10th carry now for Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Cowboys 10, Giants 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. We're going to 54. Bang, bang.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
He's checking. We're going to 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
What up?
Set. Can't you stop?
Yeah, I just got home from work, bro. I seen that message.
On 1st down, Manning.
That's what you
The
saying.
throw caught by Core. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So what you saying?
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I'm in the party sitting.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because
I'm
guess
saying,
what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
ain't gotta look
that
for
makes
me.
that play a
I'll
really
be
nice
right here.
timing play, and sometimes it
Beating
can
ball.
break big.
I'm gonna watch
Back-to-back
the
good plays
broadcast.
have him
I
on
ain't
the
gonna-
move
I ain't
on
gonna
1st
run.
down.
I ain't gonna run, homie.
Watch the run.
I'm too old. I'm too damn old to run.
A first carry for the Clemson man.
I am.
Golden.
That's why I
And
don't
he's
run no
dropped
more.
right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's see you
What's the
still
old
up the
expression,
old
3
shit.
yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial
homie.
surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Oh, okay.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Shit, go right to the corner store and get a damn little mic.
Mike 54.
Yeah, little headphones. That's what I'm on right now.
Throwing
I'm
now
on one
is
right now.
Manning.
The $5 little
Completes
headphones.
it to Ellison to the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Rhett Ellison, 60 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
What's going on,
When they
Donzo?
drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really
Right,
special by
right.
him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers,
Was he back in
maybe even
blue league?
sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Roses
No,
now
dog,
to end
you-
the PAT.
Yeah. When you got back in Blue Dog League?
And that makes it 14-10.
Hey, this the only motherfucker. Donzo, the only one I know to tell a man to kiss his big black hairy ass and still be in the league. Yeah, kiss my black hairy ass. And I like.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
Don, you quit anyone who got their leads in a minute.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Here we go. 46. Here we go. Go to 54. Line. 26.
Here's Elliott. That one a first down pickup of 8. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Okay. Yeah.
So after a
the
good
Blue Dog
run by
name,
Zeke,
he didn't win
another
in.
1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I just wanted was here to help me smoke this Maui. No, I just said no.
Here's Prescott.
You can't put that Maui.
He hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
You know Danny Green used to play for the Spurs, that little red dude shooting threes.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah.
This is Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing. Them niggas gonna take Don's shoestring.
Behind the line again. The tally there, minus 2 yards.
Gonna take your shoestring. Yeah. They're out there with red shoestrings in their shoes. Donzo told him over, get these motherfuckers, man. Y'all get these motherfuckers. Well, no, they waiting outside for their
plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Yeah.
Check it back, check it back.
Damn.
Kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about?
Yeah, I kind Blue asked me that I want to get back in that dummy league, man.
So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I really ain't got that kind of time and patience. Yeah, he kicked me a while back.
can't get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit.
Hey, Trey, you still in the old?
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
I got a real good friend there, bro.
And he'll lose yardage here.
Yeah, Haitian dude named Watt.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, the wings, nigga. Big champ. Yeah.
And
everybody say dope in that sauce.
In this first half of action.
Yeah, man. Hell, you got the sauce in there patting already, bro. You can buy a damn thing of that sauce. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Fry your own wings and dip them in your sauce. You ain't got to come on with here.
Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Yeah. And the wing be banging, bro. Yeah. You know, I want me a motherfucking sub, a Philly cheesesteak from Chico's. No, I want one from Chico's. Yeah, boy.
On second and 12.
You gotta eat that shit with a fork before you can pick that bitch up.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to
that. What I'm talking about.
Second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to
get you can't pick that bitch up until you do.
Unable to successfully
that bitch will break everywhere, man.
You know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on
and that bread so goddamn soft, bro.
Manning gonna throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half.
You can't you actually cannot pick that sub up, bro, until you eat some of that meat out that bitch.
40% on third down for offenses.
Yeah, man.
So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or
don't
don't
get
get the third down in the
bro.
first place. Get your
with that fucking lemonade, goddamn.
The punt team now is this one sent away.
I want one of them bitches right now. I swear
did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 99 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I know y'all need to go ahead on and hurt your boy feelings, Donzo, and let that other quarterback, Daniel play, bro.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. But like
Now from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Manning. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Well, that's the second time.
what's up, Luke?
What's going on? I done told him about reading.
He ain't broadcasting the game.
He's been sacked so far in the first half.
I was about to tell. I was about to write something down. Like, well, I'm not gonna write that.
I mean, no, you and Eric, if it's, something that, those guys, what I'm talking about, everybody else, that's what their opinion chat. Yeah. And that's what I mean, that they don't sit up there and take the time to go and look at what message they send. So they just see Blue Dog or whatever.
I was about to type in there and tell us that Donzo read that message above.
He ain't broadcasting his game, is he?
Yeah, he's broadcasting.
Yeah, he's broadcasting.
I went and checked, make sure y'all are broadcasting, and check both y'all's teams that broadcasting. Everything's good. Everything's fine and good.
Great.
Why would you give her a hot noodle? Did you drink that?
See, like in the party Golden Line, it's not showing that you broadcast, but
Third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack.
I mean, when I go on my friend list.
Even on the friends list, they don't even tell us now if it just says in franchise.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It don't show nothing on. It just show Donzo broadcasting, but on Golden Line, then the second quarter, I'm clicking on it now, it's 17-14.
Well, one of the games last night it wasn't showing.
Well, you talking about me playing so slow, man. He just daggone letting the computer pick his defensive plays, man. I mean, I'm like, dang, come on, pick a play.
He probably went outside to smoke. Shit.
I started filling it out, but it
What's up, Smooth?
And a first down.
Oh, Blue, I counted those trades. I added them up. I got 85. I think that's what I got.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, 85.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I wish he heard him run out of pauses, boy. Pause every second.
And my dad going to the Cowboys game Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go to the Philly game. And Dallas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Manning, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Down. 60 outlaws. 80 weapons. Bravo.
Throwing on first down is Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Manning. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Yeah. Man, my man, 30 yards downfield.
Now a give right side. Pollard, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee.
Hey, Blues.
Yeah.
Man, I like them 49. I like them running backs they got over there. Shit.
Yeah.
First down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That right there, man, kills me.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't beat you yet. You always beating them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's respect.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
I threw a pick 6, and then I was trying to adjust my D-line, and I hit run commit, and he threw it to the tight end, and everybody blitzed.
47.
You had knocked him out of field goal range.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returning is Peppers. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Walking around the house, or walking straight down the road and straight back up the road.
Good. Don't go his. Man.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
30. Here we go. 4-8. You ready? You ready? Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. 26.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Here's Pollard again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Ooh. Come on, man. Right back, my boy.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 15. Check 15.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Here comes Peppers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Eli Manning, what a fixture he has been for the Giants organization, making his 15th opening day start in this game, going all the way back to 2005. Of course, the question, will this be his last opening day start for the 38-year-old quarterback? The Giants drafting Daniel Jones out of Duke, 6th overall in the 2019 draft.
General West. Hey, Delta.
Manning now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Protein spill. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, it's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
No, what was your question, Stu? Yeah, Beamer got that week. Yeah.
Manning now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Oh,
this is going. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, I'll take that. Because he was going to get us a big in there. So that would be taken out.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Back. Ready.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in so many positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, either.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Eric. Yeah.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah. Let me know when you ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Eric.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Two times. Slam. Check. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far.
Eric, turn on your broadcast and then go to my team and go to roster.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 2nd and 7, Manning. Flushed out right.
He's a star.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
You don't know how to do it.
Picked up by Anthony Brown.
So you know how to
Less
do
than
it.
2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Well, you want me to do it?
Yeah, with your Hellcat, please.
Yeah, I know what's on me. It needs to be taken.
Jump on, Eric, jump up on, yeah.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Are you on there?
Yeah, set update, mandatory update.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
There you go, kill. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So they didn't do no roster update today?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They did a roster update.
I did the...
That would carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Walla-Wally. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
about an hour
This
ago,
is
I got
where,
on here.
fourth quarter,
I
you
was
got the
trying to play
lead,
a
you
ranked
give it to the
game
big
or
guy.
ranked whatever.
Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it with Olawale. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
All you had to do is
but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. By the way, they've gone final now down in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. A win would be their second on the young season. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Superstar, that's all you want on draft scoring, just the X factor, right?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Take your time. I'm over here eating.
And then you got the star. You got another X factor because of you got the X factor for getting those what was the main words last season.
And they will take a knee here.
Then we got then
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What position is that?
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.
Sonny Michael.
So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew,